What's up, guys? It's Zach back with a video on the channel today, and we are looking at Futbin. And Futbin is a website that tracks FIFA player prices. So this is a FIFA 20 video. I'm looking to really get back on the grind. I'm trying to upload a few videos a week, but right now we're looking at FIFA 20 and its relationship to Futbin. So if you're watching this video, you most likely play FIFA 20. And if you play FIFA 20, there's a good chance you know a little bit about Futbin. Futbin is a tool that, among a lot of other things, lets players check, or lets FIFA players check the prices of the in-game cards. So let's click on Lionel Messi here, and we can see that Lionel Messi, right now, if I went and searched him on the market, or actually 10 minutes ago it was updated, as you guys can see there. If we go search him on the market, there is probably a Messi for just about this price, okay? It also shows a graph over time if you scroll down, which is really cool. You can see how much Messi's gone up since the start of the game. That's actually very interesting. And then over here, it has this great section to the right-hand side where you can see my these buttons flickering. It actually grades the players overall based on his stats with each chemistry style. So everybody starts on basic. So Lionel Messi on a basic chem style is a 96 rated right winger. With a sniper, he's 95. With a finisher, he's 94. With a deadeye, he's 96. And then you can click on these, and it'll actually show you the in-game stat changes here. +5, +5. Obviously, a powerhouse might not be the best fit for Messi because it gives him defensive upgrades, and we don't need that. But that's what Futbin is really, really useful for. And there's actually a couple of other tools I want to show you how to use today. If you scroll up along the top to Tools and take a look at Import, and you click on Import, the Club Import feature is by far one of the most useful tools you could possibly have in Futbin here. So what will happen is Futbin will read the EA Sports web app, and they will be able to look at all the cards you have in your club, say what those cards are selling for, how much profit you can make, how likely you are to sell them. There's a lot of different tabs here. We'll look through it in a second. We're going to do a live update of my club and a live import. You can see George Best, first owner, in there, which is going to be really cool to talk about in a second. But what I want to talk about right now is how to import your club. So again, if you go to import, I can import my club right now. I'm not going to do that because, as you guys can see, an import costs 3 Futbin credits. I have 12. I have enough to do it right now. Unfortunately, you guys will start with 0. So there's 2 ways to get to the place where you're going to earn Futbin credits. One is clicking on this plus sign, and it will bring you to the Futbin updater. And then I will go back and do it a different way. The other way to get there is scroll over to this Futbin updater sort of thing here. We can click Futbin updater, okay? So there's 2 different ways to get there. So if we click back, I will show you how to do the updater in order to earn the credits, in order to update your club. But first, what you need to do is install these 2 Chrome extensions. You can see them here. It's very, very simple. You click them. This has to be in Chrome, by the way. I know I didn't say that up front. I probably should have. But this absolutely has to be in Chrome, okay? So you install it. Obviously, mine's already installed, so it says that already. You install here. Obviously, I'm not going to remove it. So one of them is the club updater, which we'll talk about in a second, and one of them is the club import. So in order to earn those credits, you have to update prices for Futbin. That's one of the ways that it's able to stay so up to date. So if we launch the web app here, I will confirm that I am going to look up. Futbin is asking me to check the price of Luis Hernandez. Okay. Now what we are going to do is we are going to go to the web app, which we are going to load into in just a second. So we go to the web app, and what those extensions, see how it's lit up red over here now? That's because we're using the extension right now. Futbin updater is just reading the information about your club. That's all. It's very security conscious. And here's my club right here, so it's very good. So if we scroll over to the transfer market, we take a look and we type in Hernandez. We're looking for Luis Hernandez. I believe it was his 87. Yes, it was. So we click on his 87 version. We have to change the quality to special because that was our direction here, as you guys can see. And then we need 85,900. That's what he's going for last time Futbin checked. So that's our starting spot. So we search. Now we see that we can see all the cards on this page, which means Futbin can see that all the cards are on this page. And that's all you have to do. I'm going to do another one to give you guys another example because it's not always that easy. So let's look at Timo Werner. We need 26,250. So we will look at Werner for gold and 26,250. So we start there. Again, that was another easy one. You can see all the values. Now let's say there were like 100 Timo Werners listed. I would have to change the price down to see less, down to see less. Oh, now all of a sudden a whole bunch got listed. That's crazy. So we keep going down until there are 0 Timo Werners available. So again, that worked. Futbin found the search parameters, found the auctions, and found the lowest bid. And now we've just updated Timo Werner's price in exchange for a couple of Futbin credits. Okay, so that's how you earn Futbin credits. Again, a club import is worth 3 credits. Okay, so once we've earned 3 credits, I obviously have 13. I think I'll have 14 in a second. We go back over to import on the top just as I showed you. Okay, so we go to import. We click import my Fut club. Okay, nice big green button. You click that. Now it says open the web app. If you're already in the web app, just refresh it. Okay, so we're just going to give it a little refresh. And as we wait for FIFA to load up and Vincent van Dijk stares back at us, we are now ready to go. So let's see. So it's already looked at my club info and my trade pile. Okay, so it's already got that. Now we need to go take a look at our our club. So as soon as we click on club, now they've got our consumables as well. Okay, so it can read all the consumables you have. It sees we have 2,916 items. It's read them all already. Next, we have to click on the players. Okay, so you don't even need to scroll to the bottom on every page. All you need to do is go to club, click players, just like we did, and press next, 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 and continue pressing next. You don't even need to wait. As long as the page is changed, the computer will read it instantaneously. So you just press next all the way through your club, and as you can see, I have quite a few players in my club. I like my club to be really stocked up. Just in case like an SBC comes out that I like or something like that. That's something I guess I could talk about in a later date. But yeah, so obviously I have a ton of players in my club. I will say Futbin is not that good at tracking the prices of silvers and bronzes. It will oftentimes tell you that they're worth far more than they actually are, just because they're rare. But most of the time it will tell you that there's a sell chance of low, so it does kind of cover itself that way. But again, as soon as I finish clicking through all these players, I will have to take a short break and then just a quick cut, and then we'll be back to talk about our club. So as you can see, I've reached the end. There's no more next option. It says, as you can see over here, our players are a green check mark, and now we simply press finish. Okay, so we press finish, and should be just loading up for us, and here it is. So you can see my club value is 3,719,354 coins. If I sold everything that I had right now, I would have about that number of coins. Okay, 3.2 million of that is players. 3K of that is consumables. I have 64K on the trade pile, and I have 106,000 coins. Okay, and now on this page, you see your profit gems. This is what Futbin thinks you can make the most money off of. Generally, these will be your big name pack players. So I can make 11K profit on Gabriel Jesus right now. I'm not going to do that because he's a great player and I like using him, but I could. And now we're going to get into trading. We're going to get into trading right here. And we're going to take a look at the trading home. Okay? So trading home is really where you're going to spend a lot of your time. Now, I bought Modric yesterday, stupidly, obviously, because his price is now down at 69. So if I sold him right now for 69, including EA tax, it calculates EA tax for you already, which is awesome. I would lose about 7,000 coins. I'm not going to sell Modric right now. I was lucky enough to get this George Best. He is going for 1.23 million coins. If I sold him right now, I would make a profit of 1.16. That's good to know. A couple of these guys I actually bought when they were too high, unfortunately. But let's say I don't want to know by rating. It's obviously sorted by rating right now. Let's sort by profit loss. So obviously, my biggest profit would be George Best. Look at this Bernard. It totally makes up for the other cards, right? I bought him at 177, I think on Wednesday, and he's selling for 228 right now. He just went out of packs. I would make almost a 40K profit on that Bernard right now, which is super, super cool. And I might not necessarily know that if I don't check this website. Now, it's really good because it lets you look. I can look at all the cards on my trade pile right now. Matt Hummels on my trade pile. I would lose a little bit on him right now. I'm hoping he goes up as he's out of packs for Team of the Week. I can look at, we already took a look at top gems. We could look at only players with a high sell chance, which is the majority of the golds. Because, as I showed you earlier, we are checking up on those players quite frequently. Futbin has a lot of users, and a lot of people are checking those prices with them. Whereas if you click on bronze and silver, again, as I mentioned, most of them are low. You see all the lows here, the red low. It's because it's a very low sell chance, because those players are not as important and they don't get checked as regularly. So we do have a non-rare. This one I found really helpful, the non-packed players, because I know I'm making money on every single player I packed, right? So if we look at the non-packed players, this really kind of tells us how my investments have done / how well I did buying cards that I happen to invest in. I got an Ozo for 1.6. That's just a club stock card. He's going to stay in the club until I need him. I'm not really going to sell him, but instead of, let's say there's an SBC that requires 84 rated players. Now, instead of going out and buying an Ozil at 3.5, I've got one for 1.6 right here. Thomas Muller I've also made a good amount on. Obviously, Bernard's my crowning achievement there, but even Romagnoli was a great investment. I hope you guys invested in some Scream cards before they went out of packs. Now we have that new set. Ones to watches can be really beneficial. Been working with them a little bit. Again, there's a silver here. Probably not the most accurate price. Actually, let's check. I'm just curious. So we look at Matry, 1,200. Yeah, that's interesting. But yeah, so there's a lot of different tools that you can use in this Futbin club import, and there's a lot of different ways of sorting things. So now we could also go to performance, and this takes your players' stats. So for example, who do I have the most games with? I have played the most games with Ousmane Dembele, okay? I have played 125 games with Dembele. I've scored 51 goals. This is my golden game ratio. I've also gotten 46 assists with him for a 0.4 ratio as well. It says what chemistry style they have on them. And it tracks this for every single player in your club, which is super, super cool. Let's see who I've scored the most goals with. It might be Pookie. Yep. 87 games, 66 goals. Pretty good ratio. You can see who has my best ratios. Obviously, it's going to be people that I've played very few games with. Salah, right? 1 game, 2 goals, 2.0 ratio. But that is definitely very useful little function. So the final thing I want to show you guys is the SBC Club Analyzer. Okay, so again, to get to that, tools up at the top, import SBC Club Analyzer. Okay, so obviously you guys are familiar with an SBC. It's a squad building challenge. You get really good rewards from it, and so as long as you've imported your club first, you just click this giant magnifying glass. You click that, baby. And he does his magic. He works on it, and now our club's been analyzed, and we are now being directed to the results of our analyzation. Now, I have clicked on a lot of these because I've obviously done them already. Okay, so I've obviously done this one too. For you guys, they probably won't be checked off, but let's just show you guys. I'm going to hide all the ones that I've done. Let's take a look. Let's say you are really... Oh, I've done all these marquee matchups as well. Let's say you guys were really interested in doing Scream Draxler, okay? New card just came out. Sorry, I just want to hide these. New card just came out. He requires 3 different SBCs to get his card. One from the Bundesliga, one from Germany, and one from Ligue 1. Okay? This is what Futbin's telling you. It's taking squads that people have made in order to solve Scream Draxler. It's analyzing your club to look at what players you have in your club already. And then it's telling you what you would need to spend in addition to be able to finish that club. So right now, I could do this League 1. I have 8 of the players I need already. I would just need to spend another 11K and I would complete this set. But it only offers a premium gold pack, so I'm not going to do that. Now, let's take a look at this squad. Let's stick with this example. It said I had 8 of these players already, and look, it highlights the players I have in my club already. I already have these 8 players. I would only need to buy Saul, Lopez, and Albiol in order to finish this SBC, which is super, super helpful. Because often, the only other way to go through is to go to the active challenges on Futbin, which is great too. You click on Scream Draxler, you click on the completed challenges, and then you take a look, and I don't know, maybe you pick this one. Now, first of all, it doesn't tell me which of these players I already have. I know I have Depay, and I know I have Fekir, but otherwise I have no idea who I have. And then, let's say I decide I want this squad, I have to buy all these players, and look, I'm spending 20K on PK, I'm spending 950 on him, 1600 on him, 850 on Casillas, 2K on Pepe, right? The way that you would do it this way is, I don't want to analyze it anymore, but we'll go back. Because it does cost 1 Futbin credit to analyze your club, SBC Analyze your club, just so you guys know. Let me navigate back. We're going. Oh, there we are. So again, it already tells me what I'm able to use from this club, which is a really, really important feature, which is really, really cool. So if we look back here, I'm not going to do Draxler, but it does have for Draxler. It does have for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. This is the total you'd be spending. This is, given like the players you already have. And then this is how much to spend in order to complete the SBC. So that will about do it. I am open to questions. Obviously, look forward to more videos coming on the channel. I just really wanted to start with this because I feel like the club import can really help you get a handle on your ultimate team. Kind of just see where things are at, see how you might be able to change your team, how you might be able to sell some guys, when players are high, when players are not. One thing to note, that this page does not update automatically, so Luka Modric's price will change. This number will not change until I do another club import, which is really just their way of trying to get you to enter more of these player update prices. So again, quick recap, install these 2 extensions, do the Futbin updater, go to import your club, make sure you click through all of your players, and then you will be able to look at your club in a really detailed, really organized, really helpful way. So I hope this helps you out, guys. Please like, subscribe. I'm really looking forward to getting back into it. I'm going to have a lot of helpful and entertaining videos for you guys. So definitely come check out the channel in days to come. And again, any questions about Futbin Club Import, let me know. Happy to help you guys out. So that'll be it for me today, and I will see you guys later.